In this video, we're going to make it so that when our enemy gets hit, he pauses. So currently inside our script here, we need to look at the current implementation logic. So here you can see that we have our enemy code and it's calling an update movement. And inside this movement, it's basically detecting where its target is, where it should be going between point A and point B. And then here, constantly, it's being told to move. What we need to do is we now need to add logic that says, hey, within this, if you are hit, then you should not be calling this. You need to wait until your hit animation is complete. And if the player is out of range, then ideally you'll go back to moving to whatever your target is. But as long as it's in combat, it should be still and should be fighting the player. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to add a variable inside of our enemy class to determine if we've been hit. So here, we're going to create a variable called, we'll say protected bool, we'll say is hit. All right, and it's going to be false. Let's save this. Let's hop back into our skeleton code. And here on the damage method, when the damage function gets called and we trigger our hit animation, we need to say is hit is now true. We're going to save that. And once we've done that, is hit is now true, we need to say, we now need to be able to block this using the variable. So for this, we're going to go into our enemy. We have protected bool is hit equals false. We need to make use of it. So here, when should we actually call this movement code? We should call the movement code if is hit is false. So here, if is hit is equal to false, then we want to move. Otherwise, we want to pause. And if we isolate this code and that condition is true and the enemy was hit, then this code won't operate and that's going to cause us to freeze. So if we save this and we actually run this, let Unity compile and test it out. You'll see here that on our skeleton here, let me go ahead and stop playing. Let's rerun that. Okay, you'll see here that our skeleton is going to stop moving as soon as I hit it. So I'm going to go ahead and swing my sword, and there you go. And that's exactly what we want. At this point, it would then attack us back. But right now it's going from idle, and then there's some other logic in there saying that, hey, after you play one idle, go back to walking, and that's what it's doing. So if I hit it again, it's going to do that, and if I hit it a third time, it's going to get destroyed. Now, obviously, instead of getting hit a third time or destroying the object, we're going to swap it out to be the death animation. So I will see you guys in the next video.